From Amateur Radio Newsline Report, number 2175, these are the Ham Nation headlines for Wednesday, July 10th, 2019. An unprecedented two-way contact has been made from an amateur radio operator here on Earth via a transponder orbiting the moon.
Reinhard Kuhn, DK5LA, logged the QSO with BG2-BHC via DSLWP-B, which was launched by China as a secondary payload on the Lunar Relay Satellite on May 20th, 2018. The Harbin Institute had announced earlier that QSL cards had been designed for different phases of the DSLWP mission's flight in hopes hams would get involved in receiving telemetry or making contacts. Writing in his blog, Spanish engineer and researcher Daniel Estevez, EA4GPZ M0HXM, noted that difficulties in using the GMSK to JT4G repeater, particularly in respect to signal power, needed to be overcome on the uplink. Daniel noted that Reinhardt had hoped to achieve the contact some months earlier, but it was not possible. With barely a month to go before DSLWP-B crash lands on the surface of the moon, he extended his congratulations to Reinhardt for the confirmed contact, and so do we here at Newsline. For Amateur Radio Newsline, I'm Ed Durant, DD5LP.
An encouraging word has come for a de-expedition off the Canadian shore.
The green light for the Sable Island de-expedition just got a little greener. The team's leader, Murray Adams, WA4DAN, will be making the trip in October to prepare for the 2020 activation on a remote crescent-shaped island in the North Atlantic, which is one of Canada's furthest offshore islands and a national park reserve. Murray will be making the trip in October to review logistics with Parks Canada personnel. Of particular concern are the wild horses inhabiting the island, as well as seals, birds, and vegetation that must not be disturbed while the ham radio team is active. The team will be required to flag all its guy wires and antennas, and to use extra care routing coax to the antennas. Accessible only by boat or airplane, Sable Island is known for its fragile ecosystem. For Amateur Radio Newsline, I'm Kent Peterson, KC0DGY.
IARU Region 2 has launched an array of activities for ham radio's youngest contesters, scholars, and scouts.
You've heard of Youngsters on the Air in IARU Region 1? Well, Youth on the Air has arrived in IARU Region 2. If you're looking for information for young people in amateur radio, be sure to stop by yotaregion and the number 2.org. The new website has links to all youth activities, including the YARC Youth Contesting Program, Radio Scouting, Youth DX Adventure, scholarships, Newsline's own Young Ham of the Year Award, and more. The group also has accounts on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube to promote youth activity and announce upcoming events from a variety of hosts. Look for YOTA Region 2 on these social media outlets. For Amateur Radio Newsline, I'm Neil Rapp, WB9VPG.
Speaking of youngsters and ham radio, Newsline's Bill Pasternak, WA6ITF Young Ham of the Year Award presentation is just about a month away. The 2019 recipient announcement should be coming any time now. We hope you'll join us in Alabama on August 16th at the Huntsville Hamfest for the presentation. For everything you need to know about the Huntsville Hamfest, please take your web browser to hamfest.org. And that's all from the Amateur Radio Newsline, your independent source for amateur radio news for 4 decades and counting at arnewsline.org. With Ed Durant, DD5LP, Kent Peterson, KC0DGY, Neil Rapp, WB9VPG, Karen Eve Murray, KD2GUT at the news desk in New York, and our news team across the globe. I'm Don Wilbanks, AE5DW. 7-3. We'll see you next time here on Ham Nation.